The story of Siva Sivani begins in 1961 with one man and a belief. The man was Shri SP Sampathy. At the time, there was nothing extraordinary about his circumstances. What set him apart was conviction. He believed that education could not exist without dignity and that institutions must serve people and not the other way round. That belief was tested one day when Sampathy visited a reputed school in Sikandrabad to seek admission for his brother-in-law. After waiting for hours, he was dismissed without being heard, even when he tried to explain that he had once been a student of the present principal of the same institution 2 decades ago. He was ignored. It was not the insult that stayed with him. It was the realization of what education should never become. That moment became the turning point. With no financial backing and no institutional support, SP Sampathy decided to start a school of his own. At the time, all he had was 25 paise, which he used to make a phone call. He contacted his friend Shri Budhraj and requested a loan of rupees 1500. When asked why, Sampathy explained his intent clearly: to build a school that would be efficient, ethical and respectful to every individual who entered it. The loan was granted, but with a challenge. If Sampathy could vacate a tobacco godown in Sanatnagar, the building would be leased to him. He accepted. What followed was not delegation, it was leadership by example. Sampathy personally cleaned the godown. He swept floors, cleared debris, removed years of tobacco stench, and worked from early morning till late at night. There was no labor and no assistance, only determination. That is how Siva Sivani began in Sheikh Colony, Sanatnagar, with 6 students. In his early years, SP Sampathy did not merely lead the institution, he became it. He taught as the lone teacher and served as principal during the day. In the evenings, he walked and cycled to nearby industrial areas, visiting workers' homes and persuading parents to send their children to school. At night, he conducted tuitions, often till midnight. Resources were scarce. Infrastructure was minimal. Even blackboards were unaffordable. The family made conscious choices, sacrificing personal comforts so that students could access better facilities and learning spaces. Every improvement was built with intent and effort. It was leadership rooted in commitment. As word spread, the school began to grow. From 6 students, more came. From one classroom, many were created. When space became a constraint, Sampathy and his family demolished outhouses after school hours and rebuilt them into classrooms with their own hands. His wives worked alongside him. There were days when their hands were blistered and their bodies exhausted. Yet, the school never stopped functioning. 17 classrooms were built this way. By the early 1970s, Siva Sivani had earned its reputation not through publicity but through perseverance. SP Sampathy's leadership soon extended beyond his own institution. He was elected president of the Andhra Pradesh Private Schools Association and became a strong voice for private education. He met the then Education Minister Shri P.V. Narasimha Rao and successfully argued for the sustainability of private schools across the state. In 1974, Siva Sivani received ICSE affiliation, placing it amongst the most respected schools in Hyderabad. But Sampathy did not stop there. In 1979, against widespread advice, he opened a branch at Somajiguda. There were days when no parents came. Sampathy would sit in his office from morning till evening, waiting. Then came a call from Raj Bhavan. The governor of Andhra Pradesh sought admission for his grandson. That call marked a decisive shift. Soon after, Siva Sivani moved to Banjara Hills, then considered remote. Student strength increased rapidly. Hostels were established. Transport facilities expanded. Every decision was questioned. Every move was criticized. Yet, each step strengthened the institution. Still, Sampathy believed that Siva Sivani needed a permanent home. In 1982, he identified land at Devar Yamjal, a maize field. 5 acres were purchased and classrooms were constructed within months. For the first time, students had open space for play, for growth, and for learning beyond classrooms. In 1989, the Kompally campus was acquired. It became the heart of Siva Sivani and the base from which its future would be shaped. In 1992, Sampathy stepped down as principal and assumed the role of president and chief executive. That same year, Siva Sivani Institute of Management was established, marking a major expansion into postgraduate education. The journey was not without setbacks. Internal family differences led to legal challenges. In 1997, Siva Sivani went through its most difficult phase. To preserve the institution's values and direction, Sampathy chose the hardest possible decision, allowing a division so that the core could survive. Progress slowed, but the institution endured. What followed was renewal. Siva Sivani became one of the first institutions in the country to introduce paperless classrooms. Learning methods evolved, programs expanded, students arrived from across India. Graduates moved into leadership roles across management, technology, education and entrepreneurship, carrying with them the discipline and values instilled at Siva Sivani. In February 2005, SP Sampathy watched the morning assembly one final time from his wheelchair, overlooking the campus he had built through decades of effort. Later that day, he passed away.
I am indeed delighted to participate in the convocation of Siva Sivani Institute of Management, Hyderabad. I take this opportunity to congratulate the students for their academic performance, getting the gold medals and money. I greet the director, professors, staff for shaping the young minds.
In 2008, when Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam, the 11th President of India, addressed the convocation at the Siva Sivani Institute of Management, it stood as a national acknowledgement of the institution's journey. Today, Siva Sivani stands as a well-established group of institutions offering school education, undergraduate programs and postgraduate management education. What began with 6 students now shapes thousands every year. But the true legacy goes beyond numbers. The educational movement initiated by SP Sampathy, it became a living workforce of educators and academicians, individuals who believed in the same mission, carried the same values, and took responsibility for carrying it forward. Strengthening the institution, elevating the standards, and taking SSIM to higher levels. The tools have changed. The campuses have grown, but the foundation remains the same. Because Siva Sivani is more than an institution, it is a reflection of SP Sampathy's leadership. A leader who built it from the ground up. This is Siva Sivani.